The action continues here at the Humbert North campus for the fourth and final game of day number 1. It's between the VIU Mariners and the Volunteers de Sherbrooke. Should be an action-loaded game. I will be back with you post-game for an interview with the player of the game. But for now, to tee up this final match of day number 1, I'm going to throw it to the boys at the broadcast table, Matt and Andrew.
Thank you for that, Zach. Myself, Andrew Maloney, and Matt Ham will be on the call here today. And Matt, it's a battle East versus West, BC versus Quebec, as the runners-up of BC takes on the champions of Quebec here in our final quarterfinal matchup of the Nationals here this weekend. And Matt, what's standing out to you in this one going into this?
You mentioned the cross-country matchup in a big way, right? From Quebec all the way to Vancouver Island, VIU by way of Nanaimo. And, you know, we have two good squads, and for VIU, I mean, falling in the Pac West gold medal game to another team that's made their way to the Nationals, the Camosun Chargers. You see there, they won their opening matchup of the day against the Pilots, punching their semifinals matchup against the Falcons. The game about to happen is all about who will play the home court Humber Hawks in tomorrow's B Division semifinal and ultimately punch their way to that gold medal affair on Saturday. Sherbrooke, you see there in green. Andrew, some interesting outfits for the Sherbrooke team. We got some green hairdos, we got green goatees. A little team spirit for this squad that went 11-5 on the year.
I'd say a lot of team spirit as we got to look at some of the head-to-head stats between these two squads. Sherbrooke obviously finishing the top of the RESQ, the Quebec Conference. A little bit up and down, but they got it done when they needed the most. VIU 10-10 on the regular season, a little mediocre, but they made it all the way to the finals, which is how they punched their ticket here.
Now we'll step aside for the player introductions.
Match number 4. And in the quarterfinal round at the 2023 CCAA Men's Volleyball National Championships. This matchup is between the Vancouver Island University Mariners and the Cégep de Sherbrooke Les Volontaires. It's now time to meet the starting lineups. The first for the Vancouver Island University Mariners. A 6'2" center out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 8, Owen Dick. A 6'5" right side out of Kelowna, BC, number 9, Max McDonald. A 6'7" middle out of Brazil, number 11, Daniel Mascarenas. A 6'4" outside hitter out of Brazil, number 12, Lucas Torres. A 6'1" outside hitter out of St. Andrews, Manitoba, number 14, Rylan Van Kooten. A 6-foot center out of Abbotsford, BC, number 16, Ben Pike. A 6'2" outside hitter out of Victoria, BC, number 17, Carter Monroe. Your starting libero out of Calgary, Alberta, number 1, Enrico Delvindo. The head coach for the Vancouver Island University Mariners is Abe Avender. And now the starting lineup for Cégep de Sherbrooke Les Volontaires. A 6'5" right side out of Boucherville, number 2, Marc-Antoine Durocher. A 6'5" left side out of St. Jerome, number 6, David Chaput. A 6-foot center out of La Melody, number 7, Thomas Medier. A 6'3" left side out of Boucherville, number 11, Gregory Mercier Noel. A 6'4" middle out of St. Odilon, number 14, Thierry Allen. A 6'6" middle out of Lebron, number 15, Emily Barrett. Your starting libero out of Belleville, number 4, Xavier Turgeon. The head coach for Cégep de Sherbrooke Les Volontaires is Jérôme Quillet. The officials for this matchup, your first is Jenna Nickel. Your second is Chris Gates. The reserve official is Hugo Giroux. On the lines, Ryan McToom, Michael Zhang, Con Vu, and Anthony Xian. Your reserve official is Julia Bronferbetter.
All right, thank you, Dwayne Bowles, for that fantastic introduction. Both teams get ready on the court here. Battle of East versus West, as we alluded to before. And Matt, is there anything that really stands out to you going into this one? Any players here? Or?
Yeah, well, you got to have obviously talk about the Rookie of the Year in the Pac West, Lucas Torres. Also the Pac West first team all-conference in the team in the black and brilliant blue. Now for the team in green and dyeing themselves green, I think you got to highlight guys like Gregoire Mercier-Noel, the first team all-star in the RSEQ. And we have a heck of a matchup here. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this is going to decide who goes to that semifinal matchup against the home court Humber Hawks. Not an easy draw for whoever makes it through this round, because Humber's got that extra advantage. Not only are they playing really great volleyball late in the season, the home court Humber Hawks, but got that kind of home court advantage. We're just talking to former Humber Hawk player Rezart Sadiku, who was an outstanding player for Humber's men's volleyball team. And he's saying, when you're just coming to your own barn for the national tournament, yeah, it's the nationals, it's the big dance, but it kind of just feels like you're playing a game, and that's kind of a psychological advantage for the home team, who will face the winner of this matchup here.
Being able to sleep in your own bed, a tremendous advantage. Thomas Marier gets us started with a service error, and they'll hand the first point of this match right over to VIU.
Sleeping in your own bed is an advantage, but it says the guy who's staying in a hotel room tonight. What's up with that, bro? You got to practice what you preach, partner. You're going all Hollywood on us, taking the fancy hotel rooms. Wow, what a dig there.
Ball at the net. Won by Sherbrooke, and they tie this one at 1 early.
And that's always that classic play we love to see. The two players using the vertical leap. They're battling at the net. And that time it was Sherbrooke coming out on top.
Mercier Noel will be serving here. He's got the school's logo shaved into the back of his head. That's pretty awesome, if you ask me.
Above and beyond.
True to your spirit.
Imagine staying at the hotel with Sherbrooke. You'd be like, oh, what are these guys? Some kind of Blue Man Group offshoot staying at the hotel. But I'll tell you what, these guys are ready to play. You talk about the team spirit, in spades for these guys. Coming out of the Quebec Conference with the gold medal.
They're down here 1 early. Lucas Torres, Pac West first team all-star and Rookie of the Year, serving by way of Brazil. Into the block.
Yeah.
Big hit there, blocked. Sherbrooke's gonna tie this one right back up.
David Chaput and Emile Barrett, just outstanding work on that left side, coming together for the blocks. 2 blocks on that rally, and a well-earned point to tie things up at 2.
It's funny, we think of VIU as kind of one of these powerhouse teams. They always seem to find themselves in nationals, especially with basketball, but enrollment under 8,000, just 7,150. Now going right into the net. Another point here for Sherbrooke.
So 2 historic powerhouses in the volleyball world, the VIU Mariners and the other team from Vancouver Island here, the Camosun Chargers. But hey, Sherbrooke, a good squad as well. They've captured 6 CCAA medals, 1 gold, 2 silver, 3 bronze. That last gold medal for Sherbrooke coming in 1993.
Good year.
The year I was born.
Year I was born too.
Sherbrooke's last appearance in the CCAA tournament was 2020. And Andrew, I can't for the life of me figure out what that noise is in the gym.
Some sort of horn or something? We heard the vuvuzela earlier during the Humber match.
Quebec vuvuzela, which is what was my nickname in high school.
The Quebec vuvuzela. I won't ask why. I'm sure that's a tremendous story full of, full of ups and downs, heroes and villains. Set up there. Turn right back to the Sherbrooke side, but out of bounds. back to tied at 4.
So real neck-and-neck play here to start things off, trading points. And really, so far, what's standing out to me, we've seen some excellent frontline play from Volunteers de Sherbrooke.
Great serve, but just misses that back line. Service error hands a point to VIU.
Yeah, that was a very good serve from Marc-Antoine Durocher.
Quebec's second-team All-Star. Ben Pike at the line. There's that horn again.
Horn again.
Big hit. Chance for VIU to return it. Great dig there. Bit of a frantic rally here. Turn to Sherbrooke. Golden opportunity here. And miss hit there by Thierry Allen.
Good reaction time, though, to keep it alive, and an unbelievable dig to keep this rally going.
Great dig there by the libero. And another missed hit there, this time by Daniel Mascarenas. First team all-conference in the Pac West, but couldn't get it done there.
5-5, so a real neck-and-neck affair continuing here. No team able to reestablish themselves with the lead. Sherbrooke celebrating for good reason. They're fighting hard for their points here. Of a serve from Chaput.
Another great opportunity here for the Volunteers.
Great hitting power from Sherbrooke.
Another point for the team in green.
Bit of a miscommunication that time from VIU. A couple players in the mix, and ultimately trying to sell out for that pancake dig, but a little too late type of situation.
Let's see if Sherbrooke can add to their lead. Very back and forth so far early on in this first set. Final quarterfinal matchup of the day. Point for VIU.
Point ultimately goes to the Mariners, but I like the effort once again up front. I think this Sherbrooke front line is really going to be something to contend with. I really feel like Sherbrooke kind of establishing some dominance up front of the net, although it's not showing off much in the score. We're still tied up 6-6.
Set up here, soft touch by the left side. Good job to get underneath that ball. Big hit there, stays alive. Just kind of tapped over the net.
How did Sherbrooke keep that in play?
Right into the net. That's gonna be a violation. Point, VIU.
Let's take another look at what was ultimately called the violation, and yeah, it looked like maybe number 14 for Sherbrooke. Thierry Allen was the guilty party.
Could not touch the net.
Body language says a lot, and he kind of gave it away a little bit there. Just tying a shoelace now. Ryland Van Kooten's ready to serve.
Free play here for the Mariners. Big block at the net. Point for the Volunteers. Tied back at 7.
Why don't we just fast forward to 24-24 and just, it seems like that's the way this game is locked in right now.
Neither team really gaining an edge here so far. Thierry Allen to serve. Miss hit there.
Yeah, just kind of handcuffed a few Mariners players rather.
VIU Islanders, that has a ring to it too.
The Vancouver Island University Islanders. It's a little too heavy on the Islanders for one name. Yeah, the Mariners just kind of got their wires crossed there as they dig to keep that serve in play. Good play at the net.
Big hit there. Another point for Sherbrooke. And for the first time this set, we have a team with a 2-point lead.
Really pulling away. It's been that kind of game, just very tight, and it's always tough for these teams. I mean, you kind of have a hard time getting a read on an opponent that is all the way across the country. Sure, you can watch game film, but you can't really get a feel for how they play. So but maybe the team's kind of feeling each other out right now.
That's why these interconference games are so important to kind of, if you could sneak one in during the season, whether it be during the holidays or preseason, usually the only times.
Even those exhibition matches, if you can just have an opportunity to play a team that's totally outside of your realm of normal competition, it can help you adapt in a situation like when you're here at Nationals. So, you know, if you lose, you're out of that gold medal contention right away. So you can't take too much time to figure out your opponent.
You have to adjust on the fly. Sherbrooke, big hit there, number 15, Emile Barrett, third-year player.
The serving for the opponent player is number 7, Thomas Matthew.
And this is the logo in the back of the hair, Andrew, that you're talking about?
I didn't see it there. Maybe it was a blinkety-miss-it moment there, but Mariners back within one, 10-9 the score.
I really do like how some players on Sherbrooke elected to not dye the hair green, but just the mustache or goatee. You ever think about dyeing your glorious mustache a different color?
Got to be Humber blue.
Humber blue and gold.
Maybe the mustache blue, the little soul patch gold. Nice spike there for the kill. VIU tying this one up at 10s.
And the close matchup continues. We're back to a knotted up game here. Second-year player by way of Winnipeg. Couple of Manitoba players on this Mariners team traveling out to Vancouver Island. Not a bad place to go live, I'll tell you that, partner.
Definitely not. Point there for Sherbrooke. And players from all over on this VIU team. Alberta, BC, Manitoba, Germany, a couple from Brazil. And then you look at the Sherbrooke roster, it's all Quebec except for Owen Duguay, the lone player from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Good serve.
Diving over to the scorer's table, but Andrew that time unable to keep it alive was Owen Dick.
Gave it a good effort, just came up empty.
Powerful serve.
Deflected. And just as Sherbrooke was the first team to take a 2-point lead, they're the first to take a 3-point lead in this set. Starting to pull away a little bit. Each of these teams still have both their timeouts to use in this set.
Pretty sweet spin move there. Serve coming up from Gregoire Mercier-Noel.
Powerful serve.
Yeah, a lot of heat on that.
Tipped over, but right into the block. Sherbrooke extends that lead to 4, and Abe Avender gets right up immediately and will use his first timeout. No surprise there, Matt.
Yeah, we saw that big play from Durocher, and
just like to take this moment to thank Moulton, the official volleyball of the CCAA. Moulton has provided 15 Moulton V5M 5,000 volleyballs for competition play, as well as 3 Moulton ball carts for on-court ball storage, and of course 120 mini Moulton volleyballs for prizing and giveaways. So for the fans that show up here, you can get yourself a little mini volleyball.
And all these two 30-year-old broadcasters want for Christmas is one of those mini volleyballs. Am I right or am I right, Andrew? Can we get our hands on one of those Moulton mini volleyballs? We're campaigning right now.
Gotta get both hands on them because they're hot commodity. Someone might try and snatch one away from you.
They do go fast. 14-10, Andrew. No wonder the Mariners are calling the timeout. I mean, we've just seen things neck and neck, but really Sherbrooke, the team, that time and time again, a couple times here in this set, they've been able to establish a lead. And, you know, in this kind of set, a 2-point lead is significant. Other sets, it's sort of, you know, a kind of a whatever lead. But I'll tell you what, that could make all the difference, especially if Sherbrooke can kind of hum along here, get deeper into the set and keep this lead. But it'd be interesting to see the team from Nanaimo, if VIU can flip things around here, see if that timeout works, maybe cools the jets of the team in green.
VIU's going to need to go on a run here. Sherbrooke can just kind of afford to exchange points and go tit for tat.
Unbelievable serve.
Wow. Hard spike there by Lucas Torres.
And for the third time today, we see a team blast the volleyball off an opponent's head. Fortunately, it does appear the player is okay, but secured the point for the Mariners. Now down by 3.
There's that horn again.
Let's see who has the horn.
I was trying to find who it was in the audience. Wow. What a powerful shot there.
Goodness gracious, now early in set 1, we've seen some hitting power from Sherbrooke, but don't forget the Mariners have some hitting power as well, if not more. Full display there. Partial block by the Mariners.
Spike there past the block. Violation on VIU. It's going to be a point for Sherbrooke. I'm trying to think with that horn. We got a replay here.
That was an earlier play that went in favor of the...
No, that was the last play. That was just the attack line violation.
Gotcha.
I'm starting to think with that horn, though, it's some sort of machine, though.
Yeah, like what the ballet guys in Vegas have. They just press a button.
Yeah.
That's our leading theory right now. 12 to 15, Andrew, that lead for Sherbrooke is reestablished here as the Volunteers have been looking pretty confident in set number 1.
If you have any theories on what that horn is, we'd like to hear that in the comments section.
For now, it's the Quebec Vuvuzela.
VIU pulling within 2.
So having a good set 1 for the Mariners. Lucas Torres, no surprise there. The outstanding rookie from Brazil has been dialed in as usual.
Big hit there. Got deflected away by Ryan Van Kooten. Just couldn't corral that one. Couldn't keep that one for his teammates. Just deflects out of bounds.
Now you gotta love a guy like Marc-Antoine Durocher. He's got the mullet. He's got the green goatee.
Of course, the green hair.
All on board.
Triple threat, if you will.
Fun team to watch play here at the Hawks Nest. It's the beauty of having the teams from all over the nation here at the CCAA tournament.
Thrown over. Hung up on the net. VIU earning themselves a point here within 2. We talked about this off camera before this game. Both these teams very stylish coming into this one with the uniform. VIU, the black and light blue there just kind of really pops, and Sherbrooke with that green.
Well, we've made a lot of, how awesome the green hairstyles are. But yeah, this VIU Mariners team, I mean, that light blue, it's just a beautiful, beautiful color.
Sherbrooke back up by 3. Starting to pull away here as we get closer and closer to 25.
Yeah, that's kind of been the dynamic that's played out here as Sherbrooke has built those leads up. They haven't been huge leads by any stretch, but they've been able to hang on to that and just get deeper into the set. Make that a 4-point lead off the service ace. To the net. That might give VIU a window of opportunity. Andrew, each team here at the tournament has come to Humber and they've been appointed kind of a liaison. Certain student athletes at Humber are being responsible. So for the Mariners, it's Jess McPherson, a women's softball player, is kind of the liaison for the VIU Mariners. It's also Jess's birthday, so shout out to Jess McPherson.
Happy birthday, Jess.
Serving for the Mariners, number 14,
Ryland Van Kooten, another serve coming up from the St. Andrews, Manitoba product. got 2 digs and 1 kill so far today. A chance to help his team draw closer with the serve.
And boy, they need him now. Unfortunately, can't get it done there as that serve sails way long.
With the serve now.
Just makes it over. Deflected backwards, and Sherbrooke back on top by 4, 5 points away. And VIU saving that last time out.
Yeah, you know, kind of getting the benefit of hitting it off the tape on the serve. It just kind of caught the Mariners off guard, but don't look now. VIU back down by 4 once again.
Lumiere only 4 service aces on the season, but just had a big one there. Tried to get to it, but, excuse me, Chaput tried to get to it, but La Lumiere just standing a little bit in his way. VIU back within 3. Need to go on a run here to stay alive in this set. Mascarenas, native of Brazil, stepping in. 4th-year player. First team all-conference in the Pac West.
A couple of players by way of Brazil making a big impact on this Mariners team.
Hard hit there. Crowd's out of bounds. VIU back within 2.
VIU finished the regular season. We talked about their 10-10 record. Now, they also were the number 13th nationally ranked team, so they were in that conversation of some of the best teams in the country. And obviously, that held true as they punched their way to the tournament.
Pac West, one of the real power conferences here in the CCAA. Stepped over the net. Sherbrooke tries to put it over. Great job there to just find the bottom of the floor there. Sherbrooke starting to pull away.
Well, we've talked about, you know, different provinces have really been able to dominate the CCAA ranks, and really Alberta is the top of the heap. Alberta Conference has won a total of 52 CCAA medals. Second up is the RSEQ, Quebec Conference, 31 total medals from teams representing Quebec.
Pac West in 3rd place, correct?
Pac West in 3rd, that's right. They've won a total of 26 medals. But Alberta, historically speaking, has really dominated at the national level. Ontario has a respectable effort, 17 total medals.
Replay that last point.
CCAA competition. Back to live action now.
Chance for VIU there. Play at the net, out of bounds. They're going to say it's deflected. Point VIU. And pull within 1.
Yeah, no kidding. We are neck and neck nearly once again. A chance to tie it up here off the serve of Mariners' Owen Dick.
28 service aces in 20 matches on the season. That land in. Sherbrooke retakes their 2-point lead. 3 points away from snatching victory here in set number 1. Yeah, VIU still not using that timeout.
It's some major plays up front from Sherbrooke, and that's really been the difference maker. And again, the pattern we've seen time and time again in set number 1. 2-point lead for Sherbrooke, and this time it's getting close to crunch time.
A little bit of a change up there. Looked like he was going for the spike, but Tritel instead going for the soft touch there for the point.
You saw a member of Sherbrooke kind of back off, but just a couple teammates out of position. And VIU back within 1.
And Abe Avender, head coach of VIU, him showing faith in his team, not using that timeout. Looks like it could pay off. Big spike, bigger block there by the VIU front line.
That's that net play for VIU, really showing up late in the set. All tied up at 22, like you said. And a timeout call by the team from Quebec, trying to slow the roll of this Mariners team.
Yeah, a bit of a back and forth. We'll take this moment to thank one of our sponsors here. Jostens is the official supplier of the award rings for the CCAA, providing artwork for the CCAA Player and Coach of the Year award rings. A custom Player and Coach of the Year ring will be shipped to the recipient's school within 4 months of the championship conclusion. Quite the turnaround there.
Tell you what, those rings are no joke, and I think we're going to have some very excited national champions, not just for the excitement of winning the big game, but hey, the jewelry, man, the jewelry.
How about that jewelry?
That is incredible stuff. Get the bling, as they say. Are the kids still saying bling these days?
I have no idea. I'm not plugged in. I'm too old. I guess we're both too old.
Yeah,
we're the same age.
Yeah. Many great sponsors for the CCAA part of the tournament. Just a wonderful tournament. Teams from all over the country. And we'll see things just continue to get ratcheted up, the intensity, as we get deeper into the tournament. And tomorrow, a full slate of games, 4 games starting, just like today, 12 o'clock, and the final game at 8 o'clock. But of course, we'll see those semifinal games late in the day tomorrow.
Hard serve goes right into the net by the hand of Lucas Torres. Just what Sherbrooke ordered. Of course, tomorrow we're going to start with those 2 bronze quarterfinal matchups.
That's right.
Teams trying to back end their way to a medal here. That bronze medal bracket, boy, is that a grind.
Yeah, full slate of games. You mentioned it's not an easy pathway to secure a CCAA medal once you drop that opening quarterfinal game. Huge play there by VIU. Tied up at 23. Andrew, this might be a barn burner. I think we're going beyond 25 here. Of course,
I think we're going to 40.
Yes, yeah, we might go to 40, because to remind you, once you get to 25, you have to win by 2.
That's right.
First to 25, but it has to be at least winning by 2.
Max McDonald, second-year player from Kelowna, BC, serving. Big spike there, right to McDonald. Couldn't return that one, though.
And that's a big play right there, because now Sherbrooke have an opportunity to put this set away. They can find a point off this serve. Otherwise, we're all knotted up at 24, and we'll be going a little bit of set 1 overtime.
Durocher, hard serve there. It looks like we're going to overtime, Matt.
Yeah, I think he was maybe looking to just put it away and put everything he had into that serve. Unfortunately, you know, that's sometimes you lose the accuracy. It went a bit long. Cue the horn.
Or maybe not.
Wow. Maybe it's like an air horn and it's all the tank is empty, you know?
That could be it too. Big block of the net, ball falls. It's gonna be VIU point. They can win this set. Sherbrooke keeping that timeout in their pocket.
Serving for the Mariners is number 10, Philip.
Each team having 1 timeout left in this first set, but I don't think we see either one used.
Treidel with a chance to put the set away for VIU.
Big hit there. Deflected it into the rafters. That's gonna be a point for Sherbrooke. Treidel had a hard time returning that one, and can you blame him with the power behind that one? And some more confetti from last year's Nationals falling.
Loose pieces of confetti falling from Bannerville up here at the Humber North Campus gym. Of course, like you mentioned, the men's basketball team hosted Nationals last year, won on home court. And confetti's still kind of lodged up there in the rafters. All tied up at 25.
And I think there'll be confetti stuck up there for the next 50 years. If I had to bet. Hard serve. That's wide, though, and advantage VIU once again.
Of course, the Humber Hawks hosting this tournament here for men's volleyball. Maybe hoping to, it's kind of a champagne problem, you know, maybe have some more confetti lodged in the crevices of the gym.
Definitely not the worst problem to have.
The winner of this game will go on to play Humber in the semifinal. Who's going to win set number 1?
Great job to corral that ball. Set up, big hit into the block, and that will do it for the first set. VIU comes away with a 27-25 first set. An absolute barn burner, to borrow a phrase from you, Matt.
Bona fide barn burner. And give credit to number 1 for VIU, Enrico Del Mundo. He had a great dig on that last rally, and it led to this play moments later. That was the kill. Looked like that was Lucas Torres. So a couple of first-year players doing the dizzle at the end of set number 1. 1-0 in favor of the team from Vancouver Island.
I mean, this is one of those matchups that, I can get into the Rihanna here.
It's a good tune.
This is the matchup here that I was definitely looking forward to. Two of the power conferences coming together, and really that first set just did not disappoint. A lot back and forth there, some great rallies. It's gonna be a fun second set, I can guarantee that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so close. I mean, Sherbrooke's got to feel a little bit like they let that one slip away. They really were the team that had the lead the majority of that set. I mean, it was tied up most of the way through, but when there was a team with the lead, it was generally Sherbrooke. But ultimately, VIU came on strong at the end.
We'd like to take this moment to thank Sport Canada. They're the major funding partner of the CCAA. So a big thank you to them for helping to provide funding for this wonderful tournament, this great weekend that we're going to be experiencing here. We'd also like to thank Veerburn, official medical supply of the CCAA, providing a variety of tapes for the host and participating teams to use during the championship. Your finger starting to feel better there, Matt?
Yeah, I jammed my finger up on a volleyball, and I was thinking maybe some of that Veerburn medical tape. Turns out it's for athletes only.
And we'd also like to thank 4 Imprints, presenting sponsor of Players of the Match. We'll be providing 28 CCAA branded items for the Players of the Match, 1 for each team for each match. So a big thank you to 4 Imprints.
And speaking of the player of the match, we'll have the player of the game for the winning team, interviewed by our own Zach Benoit on the sideline. That'll be coming up on the conclusion of this game. There's a look at some of the officials. We got all hands on deck. Diego, the photographer, looking through some of his photos. He's got multiple cameras,
as always.
And down at the end of the line is me and you, Andrew.
We're the caboose of this train.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Look there at the Humber faithful here. Plenty of Humber Hawks in that crowd, including, see, Rezard Sadiq, who we had a conversation to before this game.
And no surprise there, members of the Humber Hawks men's team. They're eating and watching the game, making sure they get a sense of whichever team they play tomorrow, whether it's Sherbrooke or it's VIU, they can get a feel for who they're up against. But Andrew, you think the Humber Hawks are there watching this game? Based on what you've seen so far, do you think the Hawks maybe have a preference for who they'd like to play in the semifinal tomorrow?
I don't think they're that kind of team. I think they're just one that's just going to really roll with the punches. Whoever it comes down to, it comes down to. They're just here just say their opponents. You know, seeing their opponents live and on video completely different. So you want that little bit of an extra edge. But like we said before, you don't really know until you step on the court and play that first point. Max McDonald getting ready to serve.
AKA Biceps McGillicuddy.
I was going to say, biggest guns of the tournament.
Yeah, pretty good. And he's going to get the party started here.
22 service aces on 17 matches this season. Corralled by Sherbrooke. Past the block, but way wide was that cross-court shot.
Yeah, I thought he maybe had the right idea, trying to steer clear of the block. Veered it a little too much to the left. And after VIU captures the first set, they'll open up the scoring here in set number 2.
McDonald back on the service line, the right side, puts it up. Big spike there. That will not be able to be returned by Mercier Noel. That'll be his point. to be a ball handling violation against VIU, tying this at 1. Marier will stay at the line. Second-year player. And that will sail out of bounds. Early advantage here for VIU.
You know, Andrew, you got to think this is going to be another close set. I mean, set number 1 was just a tale of evenly matched teams, or perhaps one of these squads starts to figure out the other side but really give the advantage to Sherbrooke. Despite losing that first set, they were the team that was able to put together leads time and time again. It was VIU finishing strong in set number 1.
Sherbrooke doing everything there except for sending it to the other side, which they finally do. That one's sailing high. Wow, great effort there by Sherbrooke to return that one.
Yeah, hats off to
Great opportunity there by VIU, kind of squandered, but it's going to be a point for VIU regardless on the double touch.
Gregoire Mercier-Noel did such a good job for Sherbrooke there. He's fine on the other side of the court to keep it alive, but in vain as the Mariners come away with the point that round.
Ben Pike serving. Tries to tip it over the net was Thomas Marier. Unable to do so. VIU with building a significant advantage here early on in the second.
So we're not hearing the horn anymore from the Sherbrooke cheer. You think they got shut down? Like
that's
hey,
possible
that thing's too
too.
loud. Like you can't.
That thing's just too obnoxious. Let's be real.
No, I like it. Hey, you got to respect the fans coming out supporting their team. It's just a different type of noisemaker than we're used to here.
Fair enough. Or maybe, like you said, it's like an air horn, just ran out of juice.
Gas. Hey, one time I went to a football game, I had an air horn. I killed that. I got all the juice out of it before the game even started.
That would be me too.
Away in warm-up, yeah.
Trying to hype up the fans.
Mercier-Noel, such a good play earlier in this set to keep the rally alive.
Wow, great cross court shot there. Las Arenas.
Now the tables have turned. It's the Mariners with an early set lead. It was the team from Quebec looking so strong in set number 1. Letting it slip away at the end. But Mariners starting strong here in set 2.
Big hit finds the opposite side of the court. Sherbrooke getting another point here.
Volunteers, the Sherbrooke head coach, Jerome Ouellette, in his 4th year head coach in the program. He's got to love that effort. Just a heavy blast. Draws his team back within 2.
Into the net. Point VIU. Spot in the national semifinals on the line in this one. Winner to play the Humber Hawks tomorrow at 8 p.m. right here at the Humber Athletic Center. Well, the cool cats call it the Hawks Nest. It'll be a point for Sherbrooke. Back within 2. DeRoche to serve, second team All-Star from the RSEQ. Flip play just barely works there by Owen Dick.
That ball kind of hung up on the net. Almost what I call the holy roller. Not quite.
Not quite. But Van Dick there, very quick on that move, I've noticed early on in this one. Just catches the edge of the court there. VIU up by 4.
You know, sometimes that's the play, but Gregoire Mercier-Noel was going to watch that one, hoping it would sail out of bounds. Just finds that corner.
Big hit there, blocked. Another setup attempt here, right into the block again, and finds the middle of the court. All those Sherbrooke players are kind of huddled up by that attacking area. Going back to defend, and Sherbrooke's going to use their first timeout here as they feel the second set slipping away from them, Matt.
Yeah, it's been the kind of classic switcheroo situation where Sherbrooke was the team that's front line, was really kind of having the competitive edge in set number 1. But here in set 2, it's almost VIU that's totally taken that mantle. They are now really having the edge up front. And no surprise, they've been able to put an early set 5-point lead.
And really looked like Sherbrooke early on in that first set. Looked like they were the team to beat here. But VIU, you know, took a little bit to get started here, but once they got going, they really got going. We're going to talk a little bit about one of the players here, Gregory Mercier-Noel, the left side from Sherbrooke. Matt, what have you liked about him so far tonight?
Well, we've seen, again, kind of true to form, some very good-looking serves, but I really want to highlight, obviously, some incomplete stats there, because we've seen him make a few digs tonight already, and that's really what stood out to me, is not giving up on the ball. And anytime you're in this national tournament, I mean, the games mean so much. That really, this is what you play for, to win the, not just your provincial, but national tournament. And players like Mercier-Noel, you're just seeing put it all on the line. I love what I've seen like that out of number 11 here today.
Second in his conference in points. Showing why here tonight has been absolutely tremendous for Les Volontaires. Big hit there, got past the block, but sails wide on that cross-court attempt.
I like the idea with the cross-court shot. Not able to find the inside line.
Sherbrooke's got to find some momentum here quickly, or else the second set can be slipping right through their fingertips. That serve long. Sherbrooke back in, down by 5.
VIU still with a nice, comfortable 5-point lead, but see if Sherbrooke can cut into that off the serves coming up from David Chaput.
Right in front of the libero, Turgeon, unable to return that one. VIU retakes their 6-point lead, now send Lucas Torres, the Rookie of the Year, to the line. Hearing the jeers of the Sherbrooke team. They get there through the block, finds the ground. Point here for the Volontaires.
Big play up front, Thierry Allen with the big shot, and now Allen is serving for the team in green.
Big spike, just clears the block. Chance here for Sherbrooke over the block, but that'll be long out of bounds. VIU back up by 6, and they can just afford to trade points here, which they've been doing.
Well, that's the difference, right? In set number 1, teams were trading points, but it was really just tied up most of the way. Sherbrooke had a couple leads, but now it's VIU. It's established that lead. Let's see if they can hang on to it here.
Past the block, and it lands in bounds. Point for Sherbrooke. Can they put together that run that we keep alluding to? You don't want to go down 2-0 here, especially on in a best-on-best tournament.
Thomas Marier serving for Sherbrooke.
Big spike there, capturing the kill, Daniel Mascarenas.
And he was second on the team in points scored this year. The only player with more points than the Brazilian Mascarenas was the other Brazilian on the team, Lucas Torres, the rookie.
Serve goes right into the net by Ben Pike.
And for VIU, you know, you look at a guy like Lucas Torres, who's been pretty impactful in this game. Torres, in his rookie year, being the leading scorer for the Mariners.
And not too often you see that in collegiate competition.
Hope you can hang on to a guy like that. Just what a guy to build a program and team around in years to come.
Cross-court shot goes wide. Point for Sherbrooke. They're back within 4.
So kind of clawing back here, Andrew. Just 4-point hole.
VIU surprisingly with a sub-500 record in this tournament. Not playing like it today. That one sails long. Another point for VIU. Or excuse me, it's going to go from Sherbrooke. A timeout called by VIU. Sherbrooke was gaining some momentum there. They were down by 6, now just down by 3. And VIU's going to try and put the stop on that.
Yeah, we've highlighted Lucas Torres a lot, and let's take a look at some of those stats. Andrew, the kills really stands out to me, and pretty handy from the service line as well. Ultimately securing 321 points this season, again, in his rookie campaign.
Yep. Yeah, there's some good all-around stats there, but especially the kills and points really jump off the page. Really able to get some digs. Big presence on that blocking front. And of course, with the service aces as well.
There's a look at some of the fans in the crowd. That's Mallory alongside Kyle Brown-Fazekas of the men's basketball team.
OCAA all-rookie this year.
So it's not just the men's volleyball team scouting their opponents. Some other Humber student athletes are showing their support. I wonder if they're talking about us. No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely not.
I'm very insecure.
Do they like me? All right, time to pick this one back up. Each team has 1 timeout left in this set. VIU trying to put the stop on this run by Sherbrooke. Play still alive. Chance here, big shot. And unable to get to that one was Xavier Turgeon, the libero.
Mariners have established the lead and really looking like they're just not willing to let it go. Back up by 4 now with the serve. Here's a second look at that shot, just out of reach of Xavier Turgeon.
Big shot there, somehow keeping that one alive were the Mariners.
Unbelievable dig.
That one going into the crowd, and they won't be able to keep that one alive.
I'll tell you what, though, give and chase was Ben Pike for the Mariners. Kind of scared me, though. Sometimes some balls are so deep in the stands.
Yeah, just
Now, I have a question, a rule book. Can you walk onto the steps? Can you theoretically, like, go into row 9 up the, or is that, like, out of play?
I believe you're allowed to do that.
You can just run up the stairs and save that ball. That's cool.
I think it's like catching a foul ball in baseball. You know, you can like dive into the stands to make that catch. VIU up by 5, or by 4, excuse me, 15-11. They get there going long. Another point for the Mariners, and they have that 5-point lead back.
Serving for the Mariners, Daniel Mascarenas.
Hey, Mascarenas. Daniel serving now for the Mariners.
Chance here, right to the block. They'll try it again. Just makes it over the net. It's gonna be a violation against Sherbrooke. VIU up by 6 points. That's their high this set.
Yeah, didn't quite get it on the right side of that foul pole. Timeout by Sherbrooke. Andrew, they're now down by 6.
Leaves that last timeout, so it's all up to the players now to keep this one in check. You gotta wonder how this one's gonna end up if VIU ends up winning this set once again. Only 8 points before they take this one. And Sherbrooke a long way to climb. Not much room for error on the comeback attempt here in the second set. Look at some of the Sherbrooke subs warming up, some of the reserves. Got to keep fresh just in case you're needed later on.
Mariners breaking their huddle, looking like they're ready to roll. The Mariners are coming here. Again, they did not win the Pac West, but they're the runner-up as they lost that matchup against the Camosun Chargers. And we'll see the Camosun Chargers in action tomorrow in that semifinal game as they take on the Fanshawe Falcons.
Big spike there, and that's a kill right into the corner. That's what Sherbrooke needed coming out of that timeout. None left, though, for them in this set. VIU just one left in case they need it. They are looking good here in the late stretch of this second set.
Beautiful dig that time.
Turned right back. Golden opportunity for VIU, but that one sails long. And another point for Sherbrooke.
Yeah, give credit. Xavier Turgeon in the mix there. And this is what Sherbrooke needs. They're still down by 4. But a step in the right direction. Big serve coming up.
Is that in? Yes! This is the linesman. VIU let that one go, but that proved to be a mistake.
And you see VIU kind of huddle up there, trying to regroup. You do not want to let this lead slip away. It's down to just 3 now. The change-up. First serve was deep. That one was much shorter.
Just keeping that one alive. Past the block, deflected out of bounds. Another point here for Sherbrooke. Now force VIU to call their final timeout here, so now it's just all in the players' hands here.
My, oh my, how momentum has swung.
Indeed.
VIU captured that first set. Now it's a different story, partner. We're looking at a Sherbrooke team that's not sitting pretty earlier in the set, but I'll tell you what, you've got to like their energy here, prompting the VIU team to call a timeout.
But we've seen how effective calling these timeouts can be, so you gotta think it's gonna be an advantage for VIU coming out of this one, but hey, you never know, I guess, right?
Shout out to Megan McEwen, working the social media today.
Running social media for the Humber Hawks and for the CCAA this weekend. Sherbrooke back ready to go. VIU entering back on the court. They have a 2-point lead. They're going to look to try and finish things off here in the second set. Trying to go up 2-0. Have that big advantage going to the try and punch their tickets to that semifinal tomorrow against the home Humber Hawks. They'll be here on the Hawk Sports Network tomorrow at 8 p.m.
We'd like to thank you for enjoying the game with us here on the Hawk Sports Network. Appreciate you tuning in to some CCAA volleyball.
Big hit there by Torres, and now drop for the kill. Loser of this match will play in the 2:30 matchup. That's the second one tomorrow afternoon against the Dragons de Sainte-Anne. Our local representative from the ACAA, the Atlantic Conference.
Yeah, the team from Nova Scotia dropping their game to the Humber Hawks.
There's that horn.
Horn's back, refilled.
Saving it for when they need it the most. Wow, great diving stop there. It looked like it was going out of bounds, but Sherbrooke kept it alive.
Yeah, it was Ryland Van Kooten with a beautiful dig to keep things alive for the Mariners.
They get there right into the block. Point VIU.
So just the way they drew it up, they called the timeout, did the Mariners. And they were only leading by 2 at that point as Sherbrooke really roared back. The Volunteers now trailing by 4.
Sails out of bounds.
Andrew, I got eyes on the horn.
You found the culprit.
Yeah, the fan with the horn. Second row.
There we go. Powerful serve. Set up. Beautiful play there. Tic-tac-toe, point VIU.
Yeah, VIU, they are celebrating, and for good reason.
I'll send Lucas Torres to the service line. Look at the previous play.
Back to live action now. VIU with the hit.
Out of bounds, point for Sherbrooke.
I was wondering if maybe it went off fingers, but did not.
Correction coming in is number 15, serving for the Volunteers, number 14, Allen.
Allen now serving.
6 aces on the year. Big hit right into the block, and that will fall. Sherbrooke's within 2, and the race to 25 is officially on, Matt.
Van Kooten teed up on that one, but the blast from the Mariners hitter was met by the block of Sherbrooke.
Sails out of bounds, point VIU. 4 points away.
Is it just me, or has this been a long set? I mean, we're an hour into the game, and we haven't played 2 full sets yet.
Certainly feels long, and it's funny coming off that first set, which felt, you know, bang, bang, felt really quick.
It's just really 2 evenly matched teams grinding it out here. Great volleyball. It's been a great day of volleyball, so it's fitting that our closing matchup be a goodie.
Hard hit to the other side. Just finds the back line, and a point for Sherbrooke.
That was sweet. Marc-Antoine Durocher stepped up in that backcourt. Amazing stuff.
Could we be headed to another overtime set here?
Just a 2-point lead now for VIU.
Sails long, point for the Mariners. Mariners 3 points away from taking set number 2, and Sherbrooke 3 points back of VIU. It's a real do or die moment here for Volunteers de Sherbrooke. Philip Treitel from way of Berlin, Germany. Wow, great job to keep that one alive.
Not giving up on the play. Hats off to Thomas Marmier.
Lands in bounds. Mariners just 2 points away from taking this set.
Yeah, despite the effort we've seen from Sherbrooke on plays like that to put the body on the line to keep things alive, a big 4-point lead for the VIU Mariners. Chance to go up 2 sets to none.
That one goes off the chest of Emile Barrett.
Sherbrooke's regrouping, but the Mariners are fired up after that play. Oh, got a couple of horns.
I don't think that's the culprit, though.
I think they're sharing the horn. No,
Are they?
Yeah.
It's the people's horn. Just misses that back line, and VIU not out of the woods yet. Sherbrooke's got to be perfect here, though. They need 4 more points in a row.
So it's not a slim margin for error, it's no margin for error. And we'll see if we can get a run of serves from Gregoire Mercier-Noel. Third-year player, high-pressure situation.
Big serve. Crowd met by the block. They'll try it again. Once again into the block, but out of bounds. VIU takes set number 2, 25-20. A lot less close than it was in that first set, but didn't feel like that for most of the time, did it, Matt?
No, I mean, that was really one of the more interesting sets we've seen all day. It really was just back and forth, just a real smash fest. I don't know how to describe it, but it was gritty volleyball. But ultimately, it was the Mariners who established a lead early and kind of went down and fluctuated a bit, but I think pretty well the whole way through, VIU was hanging on to that lead. Now we have the all-deciding set. This was the deciding point in that set number 2.
Yeah, they just kept going to Mascarenas. They were just determined to get him, or to have him be the one that finished things off there. And it worked out to their advantage. VIU just one set away from punching their ticket to the semifinal here tomorrow at 8 o'clock against the home Humber Hawks. And what a challenge that will be for them against the home team. It's only been day 1. This is match number 4. Almost at the end of the day, Matt, of a long day for us, but boy, oh boy, what a great job Humber College has done here with this tournament, as they always do.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, really. What an entertaining day of volleyball, and it was such a great lineup when they released, you know, the article was online. It said the field is set, and you had all 8 teams and, you know, representatives from Manitoba, Alberta, and of course the team representing the ACSC is a team from Saskatchewan. Shout out to Saskatchewan. Just teams from all over Canada, and it has not disappointed. And you mentioned the Humber Hawks on their home court, looking to maybe find a way to capture the championship on home court. Not something that happens very often, partner.
Definitely not. Of course, what a back-to-back. That would be Humber capturing men's basketball gold last year on home court. They can capture men's volleyball here on home court. What a story that would be.
You know, Andrew, in the history of the OCAA men's volleyball tournament, only one team has won as the host team, and that was Mount Royal, which is now a part of U Sports. Back in 1994, here we are, 29 years later. Can the Humber Hawks repeat?
Stay tuned to find out.
Stay tuned.
Only time will tell.
And Humber will be playing tomorrow against the winner of this team, and that game starts like this one, 8 o'clock, right here on the Hawk Sports Network.
Serving the start of the third set, Los Angeles Sherbrooke Volleyball Canada's number 5
Antoine Minier is going to start it for the Sherbrooke Volunteers. Through the block, and VIU on the board early. Point to Max McDonald.
Serving for the Mariners is number 9, Max McDonald.
He'll be on the service line. Right into the block of Daniel Mascarenas. VIU up 2-0 early. VIU with an interesting chant there after that.
The bench couldn't quite make out what they were singing, but it seemed like the boys are having fun. And good reason to be excited, 2-0. And for VIU, I think they'd be pretty happy to start off this set with the lead. Maybe just get a repeat performance of what we saw in set number 1.
Goes wide, 3-0 early for VIU. Very little room for error here in Sherbrooke, and for Sherbrooke in this set. To keep this roll going, Sherbrooke might be forced to use an early timeout. Spike attempt right into the block, but out of bounds. Sherbrooke on the board. Noel on the service line. We've talked about him before. Top scorer for Sherbrooke.
Gregoire has had a big game and a big season. First team All-Star in the RSEQ.
Enrico Del Mundo couldn't get to that one. The first-year libero out of Calgary, Alberta. They'll keep Martin Noel at the service line, the left side. Third-year player from Boucherville, Quebec.
Shout out to Quebec.
Shout out to Quebec.
You know, Andrew, a little trivia about your broadcast partner. I was born in the province of Quebec.
Were you really?
Point Claire, just outside Montreal.
Oh, look at that. Learn something new about you every day, Matt.
A kinship with my team in green here today. That is, of course, if they make it through and play Humber, my allegiance lies with the navy and gold. These
Better.
days.
Big block there by VIU. Another point there. They're up 5-2. There's that chant again.
I like it. One thing about volleyball culture, the bench antics and enthusiasm is a big part of the sport. You gotta love it.
Yeah, more than any other sport. I thought guys in the basketball bench would like to go crazy, but volleyball just up to another level.
Choreography,
Yeah.
theatrics, you know?
I like it, though. Why not put on a show as Sherbrooke calls their first timeout here? VIU continues to roll here in this third set. Matt, you see anything interesting here that you've liked from VIU, or maybe haven't liked from Sherbrooke on the other end?
Well, for Sherbrooke, this is not the spot you want to be in. You're already down 2-0. So another set win for VIU would send them off to the semifinal round and would send Sherbrooke on, at best, to the bronze medal qualification. But here in set 3, it's been that pattern that VIU likes to see. They've established a lead, and I'll tell you what, if you can just trade points and maybe even build this 4-point lead, boy, you're in a good spot to close this in 3 straight sets. So for Sherbrooke, I think it's really gut check time. Gonna have to buck the trend here, because this is a lot how set number 2 went, and we know how that went in favor of VIU, as did set 1. So we're gonna have to see things really shift, and that's tough, Andrew. I mean, this is a VIU team coming out of the Pac West. Don't let that 10-10 regular season record fool you. This is a tough squad, and right now, down 2-0. It's gonna take a heroic effort from Sherbrooke.
That 10-10 record coming in a tough conference, and they're still ranked nationally, so you gotta give them credit there. Set up there. Not too hard of a hit there. Set up here for VIU. The soft touch, finding that attacking line there. And VIU will go up by 5.
Number 16,
Serve is up and just long. They'll hand that point right back to Sherbrooke.
Yeah, Ben Pike sends it just a little bit long.
Emile Barrette, third-year player from Le Brome, Quebec. No service aces on the season for him. Let's see if he can break that here. He cannot, as that's a service error. Point right back to VIU. Rylan Van Kooten serve. Outside hitter, second-year player from St. Andrews, Manitoba. Step there, big hit, but blocked by Owen Dick.
Owen Dick, a incredible effort. And I'll tell you what, that's a big play. It works for you on the scoreboard, but just the momentum, the energy, as VIU continues to kind of funnel the excitement and channel their energy. Up by 6 points here in set number 3, which could be the deciding set. Great dig there. Again, outstanding plays from Enrico Del Mondo.
Great dig there. Soft pass there. Golden opportunity here for the Mariners. Torres hits it right into the block. That's going to be a point for Sherbrooke. DeRoche to serve. Fourth-year player. Boucherville, Quebec. Mascarenas couldn't get the right part of the ball there. Puts that one right into the net. Another point here for Sherbrooke.
A little bit of momentum building for Sherbrooke. Gonna have to capitalize here. Down by 4 right now.
Great serve. Deflected right over our heads.
I'd like to let the record show I was cool as a cucumber. Did not get scared. I think came over here with some intensity, and now you can see why VIU called the timeout. The momentum just keeps on building, and I think a well-timed timeout try to slow things down for the team in green.
Yeah, absolutely. Good play there. Try not to let this one slide away. This is their last chance to stay alive in this ball game, and last chance to stay alive for the gold medal prize everyone's been fighting for coming into Toronto. Beautiful Etobicoke. Matt, I think they might need to get us some like headgear, maybe some helmets with a face shield on it. Try and keep us safe.
I'll pass on the protective headgear.
Oh boy, you're brave. Braver than I.
Good matchup here, set number 3. It's a close one.
Third set here. First 2 have been close as well. Sherbrooke is going to try and close that gap here. They're down by 3. Down 2-0 overall.
DeRoche will continue with his serves.
Serve is up and good. Had some late dip there at the end of it. Kept alive by the Mariners. Set up by Van Dyck. Over to Torres. Great cross-court shot. Point for VIU. Back up by 4.
The serving for the Mariners is number 11, Daniel Mascarenas.
Daniel Mascarenas. From Belo Horizonte, Brazil.
Puts that across the court.
Kept alive. Great dig. Torres goes for it. Right into the block and lands right back in bounds. Point for Sherbrooke, back within 3. Kind of tug of war look to this match continues. No team able to pull too far away from the other all evening long. Don't let that 2-0 score fool you. Another point there for Sherbrooke. Can they finally get on a roll here and go on their way to capturing their first set? into the net, handing VIU that point back.
Well, not too bad, though. We've seen VIU up by as much as 6. They're leading now just 3. Kind of manageable for Sherbrooke to kind of chip away at here. But of course, that serve puts the ball back in the hands of the Mariners. See if they can put that lead back to where it was.
Van Dijk at the service line. 28 service aces on the season. Big hit there into the block. Out of bounds. Point Sherbrooke.
Coming into the game for the Volleyball pair is number 17, Adrian Johnson.
Tries to dunk that one down. Kept alive by the Mariners. Sails out of bounds. Another point for Sherbrooke. They're within 1. Each team with 1 timeout remaining in this 3rd set. VIU hoping to close it out here and punch their ticket to the semis against Humber tomorrow. Sherbrooke trying to claw their way back into this one.
Yeah, just a huge point in this match right now. Great dig to keep it alive.
Golden opportunity here for Sherbrooke. It's going to be a violation against VIU. We're going to call it a net violation. We're tied at 11s.
Yeah, tied up, and what a comeback story here in set number 3. Of course, it's a long way to go for this Sherbrooke team. They're down by 2 sets already.
Just makes it over the net. Dick sets it up for Torres, deflected out of bounds. Point VIU. Back on top by 1.
Let's see if the Mariners can kind of get their swagger back. They've got their 1-point lead reestablished. And the rookie Torres with the serve.
Van Dijk sets it up. Big hit cross court by Philip Trutell. Didn't quite work out as that one sailed long. Heading Sherbrooke that point right back, and we're tied at 12s. That'll send Antoine Meunier, first-year player from Sherbrooke, Quebec, to the service line. 1 service ace on the year. Just returned. Golden opportunity here for the Volunteers. And they make no mistake on that one. Taking the lead.
Yeah, the tables are turning. And you see VIU on the far side of your screen huddled up. They're trying to get back to the drawing board here. Figure out what they got to do to reclaim the momentum. Right now, it's all in favor of the team from Quebec. That'll help kind of slow the roll of the Volunteers.
Yeah, they just hand back that point, handing back the tie. Each of these teams with only 1 timeout left, so you don't want to use that too early, you know? You don't want to stop that other team's momentum too early.
Both teams with 1 timeout in their pocket.
Powerful shot there, deflected off the hands of Max McDonald. Flies out of bounds, and another point for Sherbrooke. There's the infamous horn again.
The horn is back.
Replay of that last shot. Right off the hands there of McDonald. That serve just makes it over the net. Powerful spike there. That was Lucas Torres. Or Mascarenas, excuse me.
We've got a real dogfight on our hands here in set 3.
Philip Trutell, first year from Germany. Puts that right into the net. Sherbrooke on top by 1. Now we're getting closer and closer to crunch time here. Each point here is going to make a big difference here down the stretch.
And now where we're getting to this kind of trading point territory, this is a familiar storyline. This is what we've seen a few times between these two teams here today. That sails out of bounds. Trading points continues. But will either team be able to pull away? And for VIU, it's pull away here in set 3 and sweep this game 3-0. For Sherbrooke, it's really the beginning of a long road to the comeback here in set 3.
Big hit there, finds the back corner. VIU retakes the advantage. They lead 16-15. 9 points away from taking victory here. Sherbrooke still hanging around, though. Van Kooten serve into the net. They'll hand Sherbrooke that tie right back to them.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that serve. Just kind of got hung up on that tape.
Just a reminder, at the end of this game, we'll get an interview with the player of the game with our sideline reporter, Zach Benoit. Zach's on standby. Torres, a powerful slam there. Might be the hardest hit we've seen all day.
Yeah, I was going to say easily the shot of the match, but I like your point, partner. That might have been the shot of the day, and that was an absolute cannon. If we can get a second look at that one, I think that'd be worthwhile, but oh my goodness.
Just the sound that made is violent.
Violent is the word, yeah. But speaking of player of the game, you know, he's got 12 kills now. Does Luis Torres.
Another point here for VIU. They're on top by 2. It's a double touch against Sherbrooke.
Getting into that dicey territory. Violations like that you can ill afford, especially with Sherbrooke down 2 sets and down by 2 points here.
Yeah, we talked about that in the Humber game, how that can make a big difference in this tournament, especially when it's best on best. Cross-court shot kept alive by the Mariners. Had that dunk play there. Owen Dick couldn't quite get there.
The libero, Enrico Del Mondo, checks back into the game for VIU.
Chaput serve, powerful one. Torres, powerful hit there, kept alive. Just makes it over. It's gonna be a point for Sherbrooke. It's gonna be a lift against VIU. Or back tied up at 18. What a frantic match. This has been a lot back and forth. Each of these sets has just been airtight. Chance for one of these teams to take back the lead. Big hit. Dick sets it up for Torres, the soft touch. That'll fall out of bounds. It's gonna be a point for Sherbrooke.
It's just a tough set there, and despite what we've seen of Lucas Torres, even a player as good as number 12 in black here could not make a play on that ball as it sails out of bounds.
Chaput on the service line. Powerful shot, just makes it over the net. Dick sets it up. Max McDonald makes no mistake on that one, tying this one back up at 19.
Wow, this is maybe one of the best sets of the day. We've seen 4 great volleyball games, this being the 4th and final quarterfinal matchup. And oh my goodness, this is right down to the wire. The hopes for Sherbrooke's gold medal aspirations hang in the balance here.
Dick right on that one. Torres met by the block. Sherbrooke on top 20-19. 5 points away from taking this set. We have Torres down. He hit the deck real hard there. Saying he's fine though.
Scary moment for the Mariners, their best player here today, and really one of the leaders throughout the season, the rookie. Torres looking a little worse for wear. Now we'll have a little gap in play here while we get a towel wiping up a bit of moisture on the floor. Mariners end. And now we're ready to play volleyball.
Nathan Lalumiere to serve. First-year player from Sherbrooke, Quebec. 4 aces on the season. Here we go, soft serve. Dick can't control that one. It goes away from him. Sherbrooke on top by 2 here. And Abe Avender from VIU, their head coach, uses his second and final timeout of the set. And a perfect time to use it here as his team is down 2 with the other team within striking distance of taking this set, Matt.
Yeah, and Sherbrooke, right when it matters the most, kind of turning the tables here. They now have a 2-point lead, which is massive when you get to this stage of the set. Coach Avender talking to the squad. How about the hair on that young man who was left with the warm-up jersey on? That's Flo.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people give me a lot of guff for cutting my long hair that I had back in the day. Do you remember me with long hair? Were you there for those days, or was I?
I might have missed you when you were at your peak long hair, but you still got some, you got a good mop on you right now, partner. I don't think you should, but I guess I need to see a photo of this old hairstyle.
I've been told I need a haircut, so I don't know if I'm at peak form. But that's enough about Andrew hair talk. Back to the game at hand. Sherbrooke 4 points away from stealing their first set of this match.
So that's VIU's last timeout here in set 3.
Sherbrooke still has 1 more in their back pocket if VIU sneaks their way back into the set. Dick sets it up for Torres. Big hit met by the block. Sherbrooke just 3 points away now from stealing set number 3 and forcing a 4th set.
Serving is number 9, Nathan Lalumiere.
Big 3-point lead for Sherbrooke.
Lalumiere stays at the service line.
It's really the Volunteers set to lose at this point.
Dick sets it up for Torres again, just makes it over the block. Chance for Sherbrooke to control this one. This time the block coming up big of McDonald and Torres. Running that point right back. VIU's back, still pressed up against the wall here though. Not much room for error. But Torres, their best player at the service line. We mentioned before, 39 aces on the season. And boy, could he ever use one here. And he just misses there. Not by much though.
Yeah, that was kind of high risk, high reward. That one looked like it was, might have been one of the serves of the day. Just outside.
And he just needs to get 2 more points here for his team to get a set win. Just thrown over. Chance here for VIU. Dick sets it up. Torres keeps it alive. Great diving dig. Big hit there. Deflected. VIU earns that point right back.
Wow, so much grit and fight being shown by these players. And Ben Pike did an outstanding job for the Mariners with a big dig on that play. Ultimately, it was VIU able to capture the point.
Over the block. Dunked down, but it's going to be a point for VIU.
Oh, the net violation.
Didn't get much of it, but just got enough to earn that violation. Sherbrooke's going to use their last timeout here, so now it's going to be all in the hands of the players. 23-22, Sherbrooke leads.
Andrew, that play there was kind of like the equivalent of missing an open layup. I mean, that was just a free ball set up for Sherbrooke. But the net violation, instead of having a 24-21 game, 23-22, almost neck and neck.
Big 2-point swing there. And if VIU storms back, remember that play. Look at that VIU huddle. They got to be feeling good about themselves, climbing right back into this one. And there's Sherbrooke. Just 2 points away from capturing set number 3. VIU conversely just 3 points away. I have a feeling, Matt, that we'll see more overtime in this set.
Kind of feels that way, partner. Not an easy matchup. Evenly matched teams here.
That one sails long, so Sherbrooke a chance to close out this third set here. Could force a fourth set. Gregory Mercier. Noel, the third year from Boucherville, Quebec. Left side player, 31 aces on the season, can close it out here. Great serve. Dick sets it up. Serve, or excuse me, spike by Van Kooten lands in right at the corner.
Massive play here. Keeping the Mariners in this set.
Need this point here. Ben Pike at the line. 6 aces on the season. Set up there, just kept alive. Dick sets it up for Torres.
Wow, huge blast from Torres.
Free play here for the Mariners. Dick, and yes! Mascarenas ties this one up. And we are in overtime now. Got win by 2.
That's right, partner. Win by 2 territory. Momentum shifting over to the Mariners.
Just makes it over.
Yeah, lucky bounce there.
Delmondo sets it up. Sherbrooke scrambling a little bit.
Yeah, off balance a bit.
Delmondo. Dick sets it up. Mascarenas met by the block. Point for Sherbrooke. Set point. Not dead yet. Emile Jean-Phi, second-year player from Boucherville, Quebec. Serve is good, set up by Dick. That's long. And Sherbrooke steals this third set. We will go to a fourth set here. Another tight one here, Matt. And I cannot handicap this fourth set for the life of me. This one could really go either way.
Boy, it seemed like the Mariners were just time and time again so close for making it a 4 straight set sweep. Pardon me, 3 straight sets. But the deciding point there and a little bit of extra action, right? 26-24. Now, it'd be very interesting to see the dynamics. And again, we're going to be here all night, partner. It's 9:30. It's a long volleyball game, but I'll tell you what, when the action is this good, why not? Why not stretch it out into the midnight hours?
Yeah, if need be, we will be burning the midnight oil on the Hawk Sports Network. Andrew Lanny, Matt Hamill on the call. Zach Benoit, our sideline reporter. It's going to be a little bit longer than we thought that we get a listen from him. He will be interviewing our man of the match, our player of the match, after this one is all said and done. A berth in the national semifinal on the line here. Winner will play the Humber Hawks, the home team, tomorrow right here at the HSN at the Humber Athletic Center, 8 p.m. Look there at VIU. They had that one right in their grasp, just kind of let that one slip. Will we see a 5th and final set? Can Sherbrooke come back from down 0-2? That's the big question. One of the toughest things to do in volleyball.
Yeah, and of course, if they are able to win that 4th set and force the 5th deciding set, shout out to that fan.
He's excited.
Yeah, you're wearing the Humber colors. You're all right by me, partner. And then if we go to that 5th set, it'll be a race to 15. Win by 2 rules in effect there as well.
That went to that first to 15. Really, it's the first to get hot. Really, so it's not as, you know, not quite like as much of a marathon as these first 4 sets are. Just getting off on the right foot is going to be huge in that 5th and final set if we get there. Under 1 minute left to go until this 4th set. Could be the final one if VIU wins. If Sherbrooke, they'll force that 5th and final set. Matt, there's been a number of players that we've had here really stand out here. Lucas Torres really getting it done on VIU. 13 kills, excuse me, on the game for him. And on Sherbrooke, it's kind of been, you know, they're colorful cast of characters with that hair, of course.
Quite literally, yeah.
All kind of getting it done here. Number of players, but the one that to me is really stand out is Gregory Mercier and Noel. Getting it done offensively and defensively. Their service ace as well.
Serving to start off the 4th set for the Vancouver University Mariners, Max McDonald.
And McDonald will be serving. Max McDonald.
The horn is back.
Yes, the horn in full effect. The Sherbrooke fan base energized after the team able to capture that 3rd set.
VIU scrambling here a little bit. Big hit there, went right to Torres. It was off his wrist and deflected out of bounds.
First-year player Minier with the serve.
Just makes it over the net. Set up here. Mercier Noel was met by the block. It was out of bounds, but it's going to be a point for Sherbrooke. Minier to serve. Only 1 ace on the season. Big hit there by Mascarenas. First point of the set for VIU. They'll set up Ben Pike to the service line.
Yeah, what a performance from, in particular, the 2 Brazilians for VIU, Daniel Mascarenas, Lucas Torres.
The 2 PacWest All-Stars, first team All-Stars for this VIU squad. Scramble play there by Sherbrooke, and it's going to be another point for VIU. So Sherbrooke first on the board to grab 2, and then VIU tying it right back up. They'll try and take their first lead of the set here. Ben Pike still on the service line. Hard serve. Mercier Noel gets the kill there. Serve by Mercier Noel right into the net. We're drawn back at 3s. Ben Kooten at the line. Well, a couple players colliding there.
Miscommunication late in the game. I think both players are okay, but that's always kind of a risky business situation when players collide like that. That was Felix Cotnois and Antoine Minier. Results in a violation.
A rare violation. You rarely see that. CCAA play. Hard spike there. Unable to return that were the Mariners. We're drawn back at 4. Emile Barrett. Great diving dig there by Del Mondo. The block of Sherbrooke wins that one.
Yeah, an absolutely thunderous block, and right in the mix there was Marc-Antoine Durocher, fourth-year player with an outstanding block.
That'll keep Barrett at the line. Soft touch there by Torres. Nice stink to keep that one alive. It's up there again, Mascarenas. He'll earn the point there with that kill. Mascarenas, 10 kills on the game so far. Second on his team, second overall in the match. So the two Brazilian imports really doing their part of the job offensively. Up there, big hit into the block was Durocher's shot. Golden opportunity here for Sherbrooke. That one will find out of bounds. It's gonna be a point for VIU, and they'll send Mascarenas to the service line.
Yeah, sort of uncontested there.
VIU with a slim 6-5 lead in this fourth set. Sherbrooke will tie it right back up.
And lay in the boom there. It's late in this game with these players showing they still got the energy, still got the firepower.
Wow, that one's sailing way long after being deflected. Tons of power in that one. Sherbrooke takes that 1-point lead.
Service ace with just all kinds of power on it.
Big spike there by Max McDonald. Ties it right back at 7, and I mean, am I getting deja vu, Matt, or are these 4 sets just looking pretty much the same?
That's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. Let's just give each team 20, and because that's really the way it's going to be by the looks of it.
A couple strong teams here, battle of titans, if you will, in our fourth and final quarterfinal matchup.
But just marathon-type volleyball right now. A war of attrition, and it really just seems like that trading point style. 2 evenly matched teams.
Seems like each of these, like a team kind of get a mini run, the other team will respond with their own mini run eventually, but really that's it. There's just been a lot of exchanging points.
Makes for some exciting volleyball when it gets into crunch time, and that's off fingers and a point for the Mariners. As VIU celebrates, now they hang on to a 2-point lead.
Big 2-point lead. Not too often you say that, but I mean, these multi-point leads do feel really substantial. Deflected out of bounds. It's gonna be a point for Sherbrooke. Back within 1. Chaput to serve. Rocket of a shot, but out of bounds.
Serving for the Mariners is number 12, Lucas Torres.
VIU first team to double digits. Each of their teams still has their 2 timeouts left in this set. Lucas Torres, one of the best players in this tournament, serving. What a serve there. Gets deflected into the rafters. Wow, what a shot.
Keep your eyes peeled now for any confetti that may have just gotten jarred loose from the rafters at Humber.
Or maybe he can knock down that volleyball that's stuck up there.
Yeah, I got a couple treasures hidden up in the rafters at the Hawks Nest.
Torres, another fantastic serve. This time Sherbrooke able to return it and just finds that opposite side. Mercier Noel.
Not an easy hit for Gregoire Mercier Noel. It was kind of set a bit behind him, but he made the adjustment mid-air in an unlikely point to bring his team back within 2.
Thierry Allen. The second year serving. There's that soft touch set up. VIU will try it again. Set there right into the block. As Van Kooten shot. Too many touches.
Yeah, one too many that time.
And Sherbrooke now into double digits. Moment here before we get the action back underway. And we're good. Allen serve. Set up here for Torres as that soft touch.
Almost caught the Volunteers on the changeup there.
Torres will set it up for his teammate. Soft touch at the net for Ben Pike. Out of bounds, deflected. That's going to be a point for Sherbrooke.
What a dig from David Chaput. Keeping it up in the air, the sort of pancake style, laying it out there. And it worked out. His team now tying things up, 11 apiece.
They'll keep Allen at the service line. Set up here. Big hit there by Van Kooten. Now put VIU back on top by 1.
Van Kooten with 6 kills here today. A very good effort for number 14, but leading the way for the VIU Mariners is number 12, Lucas Torres. 13 kills here today, 1 dig.
Set up here, powerful hit.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful hit there from Durocher.
Set up for Torres, deflected out of bounds, and Vancouver Island University taking a 2-point lead right back. Max McDonald will be at the service line.
That was now the 14th kill of the day for Lucas Torres.
He's feeling himself here, and we got Mascarenas back on the court for VIU. Right to the block was that hit by Mercier Noel. Try it again. Torres will just toss it over. Gets away.
And that was kind of another kind of miscommunication of players, a little too close for comfort. A couple guys going for the same ball. And right back to fan favorite, Max McDonald.
Owen Dick having a word with the umpire, relaying news to the coach. I think the bench is getting a little bit of a warning for kind of getting too close to the court.
Funny business.
Each team still having their 2 timeouts left. Mercier Noel's hit met by the block. Durocher will try. He finds the block, and it's going to be a point for VIU. And no surprise there. Jerome Moulet, the coach of the Volunteers de Sherbrooke, who's his first time out.
I'll tell you what, the Humber Hawks are sitting. They're waiting to find out who they will be playing. And I'll tell you what, both of these teams are looking like a tough opponent in that semifinal matchup tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Sherbrooke has been fighting hard in this match, and I mean, look no further than how close almost every set has been. But this is a pattern we've seen a little bit. VIU establishing large leads. We haven't really seen Sherbrooke pull away in the manner that VIU has, as they have right now. And again, 4 points is pulling away in a game like this when things are just so tight.
Yeah, I mean, that's first and third set, obviously, like, airtight. Each team winning by that overtime, those 2 points. Second set, a little bit of a different story. VIU coming up on top by 5, but I mean, for the majority of that set, it was neck and neck. They were really close to each other. Timeout almost over. VIU feeling themselves here in this 4th set. Things finally starting to go more their way here. Sherbrooke looking for a little bit of a break here, trying to claw their way back into this one and force that 5th and final set. Max McDonald stays at the service line. 22 aces on the season, but he puts that one right into the net for the service error. Antoine Minier, setter, first-year player from Sherbrooke, Quebec, getting ready to serve. Only 1 service ace on the season. Let's see if he can find a little bit of magic here. Big hit there, but right into the block. Point Sherbrooke, and they're back within 2.
Big momentum swing out of the timeout. You said it, Sherbrooke back within 2.
Big hit there. Just kept alive. A golden opportunity here for the Mariners. Right into the block was that hit by Mascarenas. But Sherbrooke all over that one. They claw their way back within 1. Like I said before, not dead yet.
Not at all, partner. This game is really up for grabs, despite the fact that VIU went up 2 sets to love with big plays like that. It just really feels like who knows how this one could go. Sherbrooke, though, has kind of been behind the 8 ball here in set number 4. They've been trailing more often than not. Down again by 2 after that big blast up front of the net by the Mariners.
They'll need to pull ahead here soon. Free play here for VIU. Torres sets this one up. Can't get that over. They'll try again. Whistle blown. It's going to be a lift against VIU. VIU doesn't like that call against them, but them are the punches.
Got to roll with it here. Just a narrow 1-point lead. Gregoire Mercier-Noel will be the one serving. Pretty good spin move.
I couldn't even do that if I tried.
I can spin it on the finger, Andrew, but I cannot do I can't keep it going. You know, you see the Harlem Globetrotters kind of keep spinning her. I'll show you after the game. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure we can sneak a ball away sometime during this week. Point for Sherbrooke. They tie this one right back up. But like you said, Matt, they're going to need to grab the lead here sooner rather than later. Can't keep playing with fire.
Well, a chance here.
Mercier-Noel, their team's best server, just makes it over. Big shot there by Van Kooten. Makes it in, and VIU takes that lead right back.
Serving for the Mariners is number 14.
And Van Kooten will go to the line. Second-year player, the outside hitter from St. Andrews, Manitoba. 17 aces on the season.
We're just making our way slowly but surely to crunch time here in set 4. 17-16 is our score.
Wow, powerful kill there. Now ties one right back up at 17.
Yeah, batten down the hatches. That ball was sent off into the Humber Hawks gym.
Chaput with the powerful slam there. Quietly putting together 10 kills on the game so far. 4 digs as well. One of the leading player of the game candidates here for Sherbrooke. Tied at 17s. Big play there, met by the block. Sherbrooke will try it again. Another play at the net. This could be a point for VIU.
Big boy volleyball right there, and the play up front at the net. And look at the crew in the background. Great camera shot there by our BRTV students here working the broadcast. And now it's one of the players of the match, Danielle Mascarenas.
Set there for Torres, powerful shot there. And no mistake. VIU taking that 2-point lead. Sherbrooke still with that one timeout left in their back pocket. VIU hasn't even needed to touch theirs, and there goes that last timeout by Sherbrooke.
You know, Andrew, I think the Humber Hawks have seen quite enough of this game to scout out their potential opponent in the semifinal matchup in the B side of this CCAA tournament. Now Sherbrooke, very strong team. A lot of great energy, some great players we've seen here today. Guys like David Chaput, 10 kills. But if I'm the Humber Hawks and I'm looking at the VIU Mariners, I'm thinking, Lord have mercy, that'll be a tough team to play. You look at guys like Torres, another Brazilian standout, Mascarenas. That is some strong firepower. Of course, either of these matchups in the semifinal are going to be a great game to watch, but this Mariners team is no joke.
Definitely not. And it's not just those two Brazilian players that we talked about time and time again, Van Kooten and Pike, Owen Dick, and of course the libero, Enrico Del Mondo.
Some of the best libero play we've seen today, I would say.
Only credited with one dig, but that does not tell the whole story with his impact on the game here tonight. VIU looking to be the first team to hit 20 here in this fourth set. Could be the final one, could be the final set of the night. Sherbrooke says not so fast there as they draw back within one. This is really, usually we say crunch time is 20 points, but feels like we're in crunch time right now, partner.
Oh, this whole set, again, we could have just hit the fast forward button to when it was 2020. It really feels like we're almost at that point.
Almost there. Dunk play at the net. Powerful hit there, met by the block of the Sherbrooke Volunteers. 19-19, not quite 2020 yet, but that's quite close.
Just about. And it really was that huge blast there. Ricocheted off the block. The Mariners were hoping it would land out of bounds, but it just found the inside. Tied things up.
Sherbrooke really scrapping in this one. VIU still has both their timeouts left. Torres, that powerful hit deflected out of bounds. And they're the first to 20 here. 5 points away. I'd like to remind you, Zach Benoit on standby with an interview with the player of the match here after this one is over. I mean, the way this is going, it might be coming down to a fifth set, so who knows? Serves away. Nice little heads-up play there by Max McDonald, giving his team the 2-point lead, 4 points away from taking this match. Punching their ticket to the semifinals, a match against the Humber Hawks tomorrow right here on HSN in the Humber Athletics Center. 8 o'clock start time. Owen Dick's serve is good. Set up a powerful hit there by Durocher. That one goes long. Point VIU. Sherbrooke saying it was deflected.
Doesn't look like they're going to get the call unless we get things overturned here.
Looked like the umpire said, I didn't see it get deflected.
Let's get our HSN replay. If we have a second here, it might just stick with the live action.
Big hit there. Play one by Terry Allen.
So just missed another point from Sherbrooke to draw within 2.
David Chaput, 16 aces and 16 matches on the season. Could he ever use one now? But keeps that one alive. Set up. Gets away from VIU a little bit. Delmondo sets up for Torres through the block. Sherbrooke will try again. Play at the net. It's going to be won by Sherbrooke. And Matt, this set is just the gift that keeps on giving. And VIU being forced to use that first timeout. Sherbrooke's got to love that. Really scrapping from all the way back to come back and turn this one into a real match. This one does not feel like it's over by a long shot.
No, partner. This is about as even a volleyball game as you can get.
Hope you did not have dinner reservations tonight.
Oh, yeah. Cancel the sushi reservation. But this is a great way to cap off what's been just a fantastic opening day of the CCAA National Tournament hosted by the Humber Hawks. And we saw really the fans pour into that Humber Hawks game. We'll keep talking about Humber as the home court team. And they now have an opportunity to find out, will they be playing the team in black and blue or the fellas with the green jerseys and green hair? It could be that deciding set here. Can VIU, with their 1-point lead, close it out, punch their way to the CCAA semis, and hopefully to the gold medal game? Or can Sherbrooke force a 5th set?
Just kept alive, but that's going to be too many touches. VIU just 2 points away from capturing this match. Time to dig in deep for Sherbrooke. Dig in those heels.
And good fortune for VIU. The end of the game, who do you want the ball in the hands of? The rookie of the year for the Pac West, Lucas Torres.
Big play there, Mercier Noel. Team's best player leading the way here. And that will send Thierry Allen to the service line. In a bit of a run of success here earlier on in this one. He could ride that momentum once again. Could be headed to that 5th and final set. Here we go. Big block. We're tied at 23. No matter how you chalk it here, you got to win by 2 now.
Here we are, we're back in that territory. A big point coming up, to say the least.
Allen's serve is good. Big block there. Dick sets it up for Torres into the block, but alive still. Set up there. Oh my God, what a rally. Mercier Noel tosses it over. Set up there for Torres, the soft touch.
Huge rally.
Mercier Noel, the soft touch, just met by Delmondo, keeping that one alive. Into the net, point for Sherbrooke. Set point.
This team in green will just not go away. The Mariners call their final timeout in set 4.
I've said it twice, I'll say it again. 3 words, not dead yet.
3 words, cancel that reservation. Canceled your dinner plan. This game, an absolute marathon, but I've said it before, anytime the matchup is this good, why not just let it ride?
More volleyball the merrier, I say.
This game started at 8 o'clock. It is now 10:02.
This game not a sprint, but a marathon, as these 2 teams have clearly been showing. And VIU now, they got to be the team to dig deep, but looks pretty easy going there on the sideline. Still some smiles there. And Sherbrooke's got to be feeling pretty good about how this 4th set's been turning out for them. Just need 1 more point from, they got a player starting off on the service line that went on a little bit of a run earlier. not known for service aces, but you know, some good clean serves. Gets your team started on that right pace, and that right foot. Sherbrooke just needs one more point to force that 5th and final set. Big play there.
Huge.
Max McDonald tying this one up at 24.
That now gives VIU a little bit of breathing room. Of course, no longer set point.
Got to win by 2.
Got to win by 2, exactly. Sigurdsson serving.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're officially in overtime here in this 4th set for the 3rd time tonight. Deflected out of bounds. Sherbrooke retakes the advantage. And set point is in their grasp.
This is number 9, Max McDonald. The serving for
Antoine Minier. First-year setter from Sherbrooke, Quebec. Only 1 ace on the year, but boy, could he use one here. That one looked like it was going long. Torres keeps it alive, though. Delmondo just keeps it up. Golden opportunity here.
Could put this away.
Right to the block.
Wow.
Goes right back. It's gonna be a free play here for VIU. Kept alive again. Play at the net. Just tossed to the left. Great rally here. That's long. Sherbrooke wins this 4th set. And Matt, we are headed to the 5th and final set. It's gonna be 1st to 15. And that'll be able to punch the winner's ticket into the CCAA men's volleyball semifinal right here tomorrow night against the Humber Hawks. 8 o'clock on HSN and right here at the Humber Athletic Center. But we call it the Hawks Nest here in this neck of the woods.
Kind of feels like that's just been the way this game was destined to finish.
Indeed.
Extra time, partner. 5th set, race to 15.
Same rule applies, though, that we're going to win by 2. So could be headed to 30 points. Who knows? But I mean, those last 2 sets. Those last 2 sets looking like deja vu. Sherbrooke backs up, pressed up against the wall. 26-24 each. Wow. Really, each of those going to overtime, except for that 2nd set where things just slipped by Sherbrooke a little bit. But I gotta say, I love the complexion of this one. I'm sure you do, Matt, as well. It's been a tremendous game.
Yeah, about as good as you can get. And this is just the quarterfinal round, partner. Again, as we get deeper and deeper into the tournament, we're just going to see the intensity get ratcheted up. I don't know how you can top this, though. This is the game of the day, no doubt.
Save the best for last.
I see some of the members of the security squad are doing patty cake over there. Keep busy during the intermission, but I don't think anybody's going to be focused on anything but the court once we break the huddles here. Now, after 4 full frames with a little bit of extras in there, leading the game with 18 kills, Lucas Torres, the rookie for the Mariners.
Not too often you see that here in the Hawks, and it's a player with 18 kills. And the match isn't even done yet.
Well, here's the thing, Andrew. That's about 4.5 kills per set. Lucas Torres actually averages 4.6 kills, points per set, I should say. So he's kind of right in that mix. Kind of as high as the scoring has been for number 12, the Pac West Rookie of the Year. Kind of on brand. This is sort of what we've seen from him throughout the season, these kind of performances. So maybe number 12 in black and blue will be that difference maker in the race to 15. We're about to find out.
And you know, they know they're looking for him on that other side, but it's just so hard to contain him.
Now, interesting to note here, not starting for the Volunteers de Sherbrooke
number 15, Emile Barrett. He is limping, and over on the trainer's table, you can kind of make him out there on the back end of your screen.
He's getting look like it's his right or his left knee, excuse me, getting checked out. Hopefully he's gonna be okay.
And he's been a big player for Sherbrooke up front.
Big part of that front line. Two digs, 3 kills. We do not have the blocking stats in front of us, but I can assure you he's been involved in a number of those here this evening. 5th and final set underway. VIU getting us started with a Van Kooten kill. His 8th of the night. Add that to 9 digs and a great performance here this evening.
Andrew, I have a bold prediction that you can hit the fast forward button and we're going to be tied at 10-10. Again, these teams have just been giving us such great volleyball.
The horn is back. Hard hit there by Mercier Noel. Off touch. Set up there for Durocher. Mercier Noel keeps that alive. Durocher hit. That's out of bounds. VIU up quickly 2-0. Each team still has 2 timeouts left to use here in this 5th and final set, so that does not change.
The number 10, Philip Treitel.
Philip Treitel, the Berlin, Germany native, the first-year player, the middle blocker serving.
Quebec Vuvuzela's making an appearance here in the 5th set.
That service error leads to Sherbrooke's first point of the set.
I mean, think about when we first started joking around about the Quebec Vuvuzela. That feels like a lifetime ago. This match has been an absolute marathon. Gregoire Mercier Noel with the serve.
Who else do you want the line if you're a Sherbrooke fan? Big kill there, Daniel Mascarenas.
Now, one thing that you might say, hey, the advantage in this 5th set is with the Mariners, is that VIU has really been the team that has established leads in the middle of sets. It's really been later in the 20, 22, that territory when things get really close. So maybe VIU has the advantage. They're up 2 points here early on.
Up there for Durocher. Cross-court shot is just long as he was going for the opposite corner. VIU extends their lead to 4-1. But man, you got less time to work with in this 5th and final set. Sherbrooke not wasting any time taking that first time out, not liking the way they started off this 5th set.
I mean, I feel for our DJ, Andrew. He's got to think of new songs to play. We're going to have to start dipping into
Some deep
some of the
cuts.
classics, you know? Yeah.
I like it though, keeping it fresh.
Skin him a rinky-dinky too. I mean, look, man, there's no other songs left to play. We got to do it.
Chance for Ryan Van Kooten to extend his team's lead from 4-1. His team needs 11 more points. And they're in the semis. Good serve. Is that a big hit into the block, deflected. It's a good point for Sherbrooke, back within 2. Jean-Phi at the service line from Boucherville, Quebec. Second-year player, middle blocker. 10 service aces on the season. What can he do here? Delmondo keeps that alive. Hard hit there by Lucas Torres. It's going to be a point for VIU. 5-2 Mariner lead. 10 points to go. Mascarenas at the service line. Eight aces on the year. Step there for Chaput. Diving play there. A little bit of comedy of errors there by VIU, and that'll give a point to Sherbrooke.
Still a fairly close fifth set here as we march forward.
On brand, as they say.
Hey, that's been the rub here in this fourth quarterfinal game.
They get there. Torres met by the block. All over that was Thierry Allen. DeRocher to serve. Chance to tie this game up at 5, or the setup at 5, I should say. This match drawn at 2 sets each. Can't return that one. Sherbrooke ties this one up. Head coach Abe Avender not liking that one for VIU. A little bit of a team conference here. Trying to regroup after a 3-point lead evaporated quickly. DeRocher's serve. Looking good. Torres keeps that alive. Set for Max McDonald. It's going to be a point for VIU.
Max McDonald.
Another conversation here between the official and a member of the Mariners.
Serving the Mariners, number 8.
Owen Dick to serve. 28 aces on the season. Good looking serve there. That for Chaput. Rolls away from VIU. D'Amato just keeps that alive. That's going to go wide. Handing another point there for Sherbrooke, and we're drawing at 6. Whoa, Nelly. Sherbrooke really starting to feel it now. Their bench really excited now. VIU, on the other hand, a lot of nervous energy on that sideline. So a long way to go, though. What a rocket of a serve there by Chaput. Wow.
The energy coming from this Sherbrooke team. They were down 2 sets to nothing after 2. Really just found a way and get it done. Needing extra frames.
Another service ace by Chaput, back to back. I'll put Sherbrooke up by 2 now.
And we're gonna switch sides.
Boy, oh boy. This is the millionth time I'll remind you. After the game, we'll have a match, an interview with the player of the match by Zach Benoit, our sideline reporter. This time actually feels a little bit in reach, you know?
So again, I feel like maybe you got to think Lucas Torres, who's really been that shining star for much of the year for this VIU team. Now, if it's the Sherbrooke team that's able to pull out and win this game, you know, I think you got to highlight guys like David Chaput, especially with the run of serves he's on right now. This could maybe kind of seal the deal for his candidacy for player of the game.
No kidding. 16 service aces in 16 matches, and another one there, 3 back-to-back.
Where is he channeling this power from? This is unbelievable stuff.
No surprise VIU is going to dig into that first timeout.
That was from another planet there.
Matt, what has happened here?
Where did they find this guy?
What planet do they find this guy from? Wow.
David Chaput channeling the energy of the Quebec Vuvuzela. I
I mean, that was a sniper rifle shot.
Insane. That
Three
was
service
ridiculous.
aces.
And all them, oh my God, with tremendous power behind it. Unbelievable. 9-6 the score here in this 5th and final set. First to 15, Sherbrooke's needing 6 more points to punch their ticket to the semifinals tomorrow at 8 o'clock. They'll be meeting the Humber Hawks if they win. Loser will play the Dragons de Sainte-Anne in the bronze quarterfinals tomorrow at 2:30. Can Chaput keep his, I don't even know what to call it, his extremely excellent stint here at the service line? He'll try again. Can he go for 4 in a row? He cannot. VIU successfully ices the server.
Big break for VIU.
Kind of like icing the kicker in football, using that timeout at the right opportunity.
Yeah, it's remarkable how much these timeouts work in volleyball. We've seen it here today. It really is an effective tactic. Slow the roll of your opponent.
Lucas Torres, powerful one there. We're saying Noel keeps it alive. Free play here for VIU.
Good recovery by Sherbrooke, though.
Big spike there. Philip Treitel, the German native.
And right back, almost at that tied game.
Sherbrooke using their final timeout of the match here. VIU pulling within 1. We'll look at a replay. Set up perfectly there and a great spike. Put down by Treitel.
And now back to live action. You can see in the background there the team huddle for the VIU Mariners. The CCAA officials enjoying this great volleyball game.
I think much like us, they probably can't believe what they're seeing.
And Sherbrooke has broken the huddle.
They're ready to go, Matt.
They're ready to dance.
So let's dance. Sherbrooke 9, VIU 8. First to 15 here. You got to win by 2. They'll send this team to the semifinals. Sherbrooke, no timeouts left. VIU still 1 left in that back pocket if they need it. Lucas Torres, arguably the greatest player in the game here tonight. On the service line. One of the most dangerous players from back there. Powerful serve. Rochelle keeps that alive, though. Point for VIU. We're tied at 9s on the double touch.
Big violation there.
This game of ups and downs and twists and turns nearing its end here, or so we think. Another powerful serve by Torres. Set up here for Noel, Mercier Noel. Terry Allen couldn't get her over the net. It's gonna be a double touch there. VIU retakes that lead. Sherbrooke all out of timeouts here. It's all up to the players in the court here to go on one final run here. Try and steal this match. Not gonna be easy with Lucas Torres on the line, though. Here we go. Another powerful serve, no surprise at this point. Mercier Noel met by the block. VIU up by 2.
And the big turnaround continues. It was the serves from David Chaput for Sherbrooke that was gonna blow in our minds, but now it's the rookie for the Mariners. Oh my goodness. Lucas Torres. A dominating streak of serves.
Right into the net, though. We've seen it before with those serves by Torres. High risk, high reward. Sometimes you just don't hit your spots. Both teams now in double digits. This is going to come down to the wire. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone watching. La Lumiere, the first-year player to serve. 4 aces on the season. Good serve, just makes it over. Set up here for Mercier Noel. And on that was Lucas Torres, but just puts that out of bounds.
Now, at the beginning of this set, I said it was going to be tied 10-10. What I meant to say was it was going to be tied 11-11.
It's a little slip of the tongue.
I just need to issue a correction.
Sorry, Matt, but we cannot nominate you as our Nostradamus here for
the Nostradamus
tonight.
of the game.
Point for Sherbrooke. 3 points away from victory. And I hope you're at the edge of your seat, because I am here watching the end of this set.
I've been living on the edge of my seat with this game.
Delmondo, great dive to keep that alive. Into the block. Tritell's shot. It's going to be a point for Sherbrooke. They're going to say that landed in bounds. Sherbrooke 2 points away, and no surprise, VIU calling their final timeout. No team with any timeouts left. It's going to come down to just the players on the court for the remainder of this game. And Matt, could you have asked for a better ending to this one?
I don't think so, partner. I mean, this is about as dramatic and high-strung and edge-of-your-seat volleyball as you'd ever hope to see.
I think you said it right there.
And there's a look at the timeout huddle from the Mariners. And they came all this way from Nanaimo. They're not looking to get on that bronze pathway just yet. They want to get the W. They want that matchup against Humber tomorrow evening. But Andrew, it's a bit of a tight spot right here. They're a little jammed up in Albuquerque, down by 2. Sherbrooke doing a great job reestablishing themselves. It was quite a run by Victoria Island University, Vancouver Island University, I should say. But it was the serves from Torres that really established the Mariners, but Sherbrooke has come right back and built a 2-point lead.
La Lumiere still on the service line. Set up here, no mistake there, Max McDonald.
AKA Biceps McGinty with the big shot.
And he's going to the service line. 22 aces on the year in 17 matches. Chance to tie this one up. Mercier Noel sends that one flying wide, but they're going to say it was deflected.
Yeah, I think it might have been Mascarenas who had a piece of it. He was kind of shaking his head like, yeah, we touched it.
Match point for Sherbrooke, and who would have thought this maybe an hour ago when they were down 2-0. Clawing their way back into this one. Can they claw their way into the semis? That goes wide. Sherbrooke comes back down from 2 sets down to 0. In a scrappy game, they punch their ticket to the semifinals. I can't believe it.
Wow, shocking stuff. And we talked about how tough it is to come back from 2 sets in the hole. And a gutted VIU team, and you gotta really just give them all the credit in the world. And I think they're a pretty tough team in that bronze medal pathway. I think they would have been a pretty dangerous team competing for gold as well, but it was Sherbrooke who was able to capture the magic. The improbable 3 sets in a row, winning in set number 5.
The team in green, and all green really, including hair and facial hair, coming up on top.
To make the presentation, please welcome Vitor Matias, the College of the Rockies CCAA All-Canadian.
Here we go for the
From
Player of the Match Awards.
University Mariners at number 12, Lucas Torres.
No surprise, Lucas Torres, Player of the Game for VIU.
And from Cégep in the Sherbrooke Les Volontaires, the numero 11, number 11, Gregory Mercier-Noel.
And the
Mercier Noel.
Yeah, third-year player. Had an excellent evening in this 2.5-hour barn burner. Good look there. Sportsmanship on display. And very shortly, Gregoire Mercier-Noel will be interviewed by our own Zach Benoit.
Matt, I can't believe it, but day one already over. What a day it's been. Ending off on quite the high note there with that spectacular match. Another day tomorrow, Matt, get ready.
Yeah, crazy stuff, partner. And we are moments away from that interview between Zach Benoit, but now coming up tomorrow, we're going to be seeing a couple of bronze quarterfinal games to get the party started, starting at 12 o'clock here on the Hawk Sports Network. At 2:30, the second bronze quarterfinal matchup is slated. Then it's the championship semifinals starting at 5:30. The Fanshawe Falcons taking on the team from Victoria, the Camosun Chargers. And then it'll be Sherbrooke taking on Humber for 8 o'clock for that spot in the CCAA gold medal game. And Andrew, you got to feel for these Mariners. The Vancouver Island University, such a good effort, so close to getting the win here. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, one side, pure elation, on the other side, just disappointment as we get ready for that interview that we keep teasing, that we've been teasing for what feels like a lifetime now, with Mercier Noel and our very own Zach Benoit.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Gregory, and I just want to say congratulations on the win. It was a great comeback for you guys. You know, it was down 2 early, winning 3 sets in a row. What was that little switch in your guys' head that kind of changed the game?
That's a hard question. We worked hard. We knew we could do it. So after the second set, we talked to each other and we said, we have nothing to lose, so let's go.
Love to hear that. So next game, you guys are going up against the hometown Humber Hawks. So you heard the noise here in the game before you. So what are you looking forward to in that one?
We can't wait. It's the game we wanted to play, like against a big crowd. So that's the kind of energy we want to have on the gym. So
now, finally, just anything you want to say to any of the fans cheering you guys on back home, or the ones that were here making a lot of noise?
Yeah, it's nice that some of the guys and some of the parents from our town came. So really happy that they're there. So and that everybody is looking at us at home. So it's nice.
Well, man, congratulations and good luck in the semifinals. All right. Thank you. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you very much.
That'll just about do it for the rest of it here today.
But what a day of volleyball, partner.
And more tomorrow.
And
we're getting a second interview as well.
Yeah.
We'll throw it to Zach and Lucas Torres for another interview. Double dip.
All right, so I'm here with Lucas Torres of VIU Mariners. Lucas, obviously you guys came up a little bit short, but you still played one heck of a game. So what's the mindset going into tomorrow?
The game we were winning in the beginning, and there's not a lot to say, just a lot of work on, a lot of practice on. I think it was mostly the mentality. We lost in the final of the game, and we let them come back. So if we keep working hard, and we can still get that bronze medal.
So I was seeing your energy on the court all night long. I think you finished with 20 kills on the night. What were you reading out there on the defense side?
Nothing. I was just working hard. That's what I do.
Love to hear that, man. And for all the fans back over there in Vancouver Island, do you want to say anything towards them?
I just want to thank my family in Brazil. Muito obrigado a todo mundo que está assistindo. Não foi por hoje, mas vamos batalhar ainda e conseguir essa medalha de bronze. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Good luck in the other side of the bracket, all right? Back to you guys.
Thank you, Zach. And a very honest interview there from Lucas Torres. And that'll do it for us today. A full slate of volleyball on the horizon tomorrow. That's 4 more bronze semifinals to get us started, bronze quarters to get us started, and then 2 semifinals to finish it off tomorrow night. For myself, Matt Hamill, Zach Benoit, and the rest of us here at the Hawk Sports Network, thank you, and please join us tomorrow.